Right now, many people are thinking about the economic crisis brought about by the current virus and how it's affecting the housing market. In this video, I'm going to share with you my thoughts about the housing market and how I've seen it play out in Flagstaff. So join me now. Hello, my name is Katanya Hartwell with Village Land Shop and LiveTheFlagstaffLife.com. I'm a local realtor serving Flagstaff and the surrounding areas. Welcome and thanks for joining me. I have been a little resistant to making this video about the Flagstaff real estate market. I really want to share with you what's going on, but I've been a little cautious because whatever I share with you today may not be applicable tomorrow or next week even. So if things change, or when things change, and hopefully for the better, then I'll come back and give you an update about that then. Just like many of you are experiencing right now, the real estate business is day by day and even hour by hour. Some of my buyers and sellers are telling me they want to hold for now, and I'm supporting them in their decision. Others are ready to sell, ready to buy. They've got to keep going forward, and we are working within their parameters to do so. Making sure that we apply all of the safety protocols, doing smart marketing, and still doing even virtual open houses, things like that, so that we can get the job done. The way we are staying at home and only going out for essentials right now feels very similar to being stuck at home during a snowstorm. If you think of it that way, when a bad snowstorm hits, everybody stays inside, nobody's driving around on the streets, businesses shut down, and everybody waits for it to stop snowing and melt. Life gets back to normal when enough snowplows have cleared the streets, it stops snowing, and people feel comfortable getting back to their daily lives again. That's why the predictions from the top financial management companies make a lot of sense to me. Goldman Sachs, Wells Fargo Security, JP Morgan, and Morgan Stanley all project a V-type recovery, meaning that as soon as we can get back to work, take a flight or get in our car and go visit family, have a celebratory meal at our favorite restaurant, you better believe that is what we're going to do. In the PricewaterhouseCoopers survey of 50 leaders from a cross-section of industries, you can see that 66% of businesses thought they could get back to business as usual in less than a month, whereas 90% believed they could get back to business as usual in 1 to 3 months. In the Flagstaff housing market, we generally see buying and selling increase dramatically in the spring and summer. Last year in 2019, we had one of our biggest snowstorms ever in February. We had more snow in April, and then we had a late season snowstorm in May. We kept thinking that the skies were going to be clear and it was going to be warm, and then just as we were thinking that, another snowstorm would hit. So the buyers and sellers kind of held off until later in the spring, and there was this big flurry of activity in the summer. So now in the spring of 2020, we have not yet seen a dramatic increase in market activity. However, we did see an increase in home sales in March over February. And you may be wondering, will the housing market crash the way it did in the 2008-2009 crash? It's currently not expected to do so. And one of the reasons is because the bubble of home values was greater in 2008-2009 than it is now. So you can see in this slide how the housing market was appreciating then as compared to now. Right now, appreciation is staying fairly gradual year over year. Even in 2017, the highest in the past few years, it's lower than the lowest in the years before the 2008-2009 crash. So we're not seeing the type of runaway appreciation that we did then. In addition, we haven't seen any unusual pressure being put on the home values in Flagstaff. Normally, home sellers who are more motivated to sell quickly will over time reduce the price of their home, and we are seeing some of this, but it is in a normal fashion. In Flagstaff, as of April 5th, 2020, there are 547 listings actively on the market. 227 of those are pending. That's up from March when we had only 507 active listings on the market. The number of homes sold was up 12% in March over February, and here we are at the beginning of April, and we are poised to close more homes now than in March. While we are up month over month, we are down year over year. So while people are still buying and selling in Flagstaff, not as much as last year, and this is because we have a shortage of inventory. One last item I'd like to point out is the vacation rental market. Ultimately, the vacation rental market is tied to the home sales market. So if for some reason vacation rental owners decided all of a sudden a bunch of them were ready to sell their homes and an influx of homes came onto the market, well then we would have our inventory shortage problem solved. So I really don't see this as being a problem and causing an an influx of supply to the point that it drives housing prices down, but it is something that could affect housing supply and demand. We don't expect the vacation rental market to suddenly dry up because we are a worldwide tourist destination. We are looking forward to having more tourists in June, July, and August. Those are our big months in the summer. And we do think things will be getting back to normal then. Hey, be safe out there and stay healthy. If you've enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my channel and click on the bell to receive notifications of future content. And if you ever have questions about real estate in Flagstaff or things going on in Flagstaff, please feel free to give me a call, text, or email, and I'd be happy to help you out. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. There's absolutely no words there. Like, it's completely blank. Wait, just wait. I lost my breath. I ran out of air there.